Hello everybody and welcome to Storming Coasters. Today I will be touring you around my park called Storming Kingdom, which it took a little while to build. I put a lot of decorations everywhere. That employees only area that you saw, it was actually the entrance to an underground money farm, so it's a pretty sneaky way to put that in there. Anyways, I built a pretty big entrance. It was like sort of going off of a cabin/woodland theme, but then in the middle of the park I placed a big giant lake. Orca's Journey is the first coaster we're going to ride. It's the kids coaster, which it's not the best, but it's something. And that was Orca's Journey, which it was the junior coaster of the park. Not super big, not super small. Well, actually it is pretty small. So, it was pretty good. One thing about these coasters, I made all of the coasters before adding like any of the scenery. Now on-ride theming I added while I was making the coasters, but any trees and stuff that you'll see, I didn't do that until all of the roller coasters were complete. So I just spammed a bunch of trees down at the end, so it made it look a lot nicer. Anyways, next coaster we are riding. I completely forgot what I named this one, but it's a motorcycle coaster, and it is a family coaster. So not super intense. However, it does have a little bit of good stuff. For this, we will be sitting in the second row, not the front, just because it has some better special effects with it. that was Witch's Grove, which was the motorcycle coaster of the park. I was pretty proud of the coaster, though I think I made that mid-course break run a little bit too long. The next ride we're going to ride is the antique car rides, which it's not super, interesting, so you might just want to skip to the next roller coaster. But the antique car rides was kind of just fit in there between the hypercoaster and itself. A few days ago I had the idea that I could make a underground dark ride, and it wouldn't take up any room of the park. Now, obviously I haven't done it yet, however, I might do it at a future date. Anyways, the next roller coaster we're going to ride is this red, white, and blue Giga roller coaster, which, it wraps all around the park. So, it's a pretty long one. I think I made some of the parts of the coaster a bit too intense. You'll be able to easily see them whenever we go over them. The coaster mainly consists of airtime hills and a lot of banking and twisting. So, it's a pretty intense roller coaster. Anyways, I don't really know what I was going off of for the theme here. So, yeah, it's a bit random. Anyways, let's do this in the front row. Alrighty, so that was a pretty long coaster. The lift hill definitely makes it longer, but overall it is still pretty long other than the lift hill. It interacts with the motorbike coaster some, as you can tell, and, well, I honestly, this was the first coaster in this park, because I kind of just felt like making a Giga or something at that current moment. So yeah. Anyways, the next roller coaster we're going to ride is called the Golden Scorpion, which is a mock multi-launch hyper. And there is a little bit of lagging right now. Somebody else joined me, so I can't control that. So just try your best to ignore them. Anyways, this mock launch coaster has 2 launches, a tunnel launch, and a launched lift hill. So, yep. Let's do this. Here we go. And that was the mock multi-launch roller coaster. Earlier I certainly said that it was a hypercoaster. It was not a hypercoaster. Anyways, that was a pretty good coaster in my opinion. It might have been a little bit too whippy in some of the parts. However, it was mostly pretty smooth and good, I think. Anyways, next we're going to ride the Drop Tower, which is the last ride we're going to ride. So yeah. I liked, with the Hyper, or the Giga Coaster, I liked interacting with all the other rides in the park, such as the Drop Tower and the Larson Super Loop, as, those 2 rides, they are either surrounded by the coaster, or they surround the coaster. So it is extremely cool. Anyways, let's ride. And that was the drop tower. I decided to squeeze it in right in between some of the tracks of the hypercoaster. And so, yeah, as you can see there, it got pretty close to the hypercoaster. And if you didn't see, I also put the hypercoaster going through the Larson Super Loop. So, it acts as a pretty cool ring around the coaster. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's review or video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like this video, comment your favorite part, and have a great day.